Have you ever felt ready for the next chapter of your life, but something or someone seemed to be blocking the way? Maybe you've worked really hard and still are constantly being passed over for a promotion at work. Maybe your talents have gone unnoticed. Maybe you're waiting to be selected, admitted, appointed, or simply given a chance to move forward. You know you're capable of more, but the decision feels like it's always in someone else's hands. Psalm 75 can be used as a powerful spell of promotion. Promotion meaning being elevated to a higher position, a career advancement, greater recognition, increased influence, or even an entirely new level of life. According to Psalm 75, no human being is the actual source of any true elevation. A supervisor may approve it, a committee may recommend it, someone else may open the door, but divine power is not limited to a person or condition. That's why in psalm magic, there's no need for manipulation or destructive competition. Instead, we align with our divine power to elevate us into that position that is rightfully ours, whether that's a specific promotion you have in mind or something even better. Before we begin, there's one important thing to understand about Psalm 75. This psalm does not ask for simple elevation. It places everyone involved, including us, under divine judgment. So if we've made mistakes, we can correct them. If it is our behavior that's been holding us back, we can begin again. If we need further preparation, we can prepare. And if we have truly been overlooked or unfairly blocked, divine power will correct that as well. We do not need to be perfect. We only need to be willing to be prepared. Today, we are going to work Psalm 75 to release our advancement from human gatekeepers and place it into the hands of divine wisdom. We don't ever seek to rise at someone else's expense. We seek to be lifted into the position that is ours by divine right. Psalm magic is a two-step formula. The first step is simply reciting the psalm out loud all the way through once without stopping. This is known as an incantation, and we'll do that incantation right now. Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks. Unto thee do we give thanks. For that thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare. When I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it. Selah. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the God of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. Step 2 of the psalm magic formula is to consider each verse of the psalm we're working in turn, and search, dig, and find hidden meanings within each verse. We see these as magic seeds, and as we search and dig for these meanings, those seeds are automatically released and planted in the fertile grounds of our deep mind, where they take root, they blossom forth, and they bear fruit after their kind. The first verse, unto thee, O God, do we give thanks, unto thee do we give thanks, for that thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare. So we are speaking right to the infinite here. The infinite, or God in this psalm, is the one power, the one source, the one substance in all the universe. There is only one, and since there is only one, nothing can oppose it, and there can never be more than one infinity. It's so important that we align to this understanding when we begin our psalm magic work so that we can understand why our success is assured. Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks. unto thee do we give thanks. 2 times are we giving thanks. We're giving thanks in advance for something that we want. And when we do it 2 times, it's indicative of an eternal attitude of thanksgiving. It prepares us to receive that which the universe already has prepared for us. For that thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare. The name of something in the Psalms is its nature. The nature of the infinite is manifold. There are many different qualities of the infinite. When it says, for thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare, I know what your name is by how it's manifesting. And in this case, it's manifesting as the promotion that I seek. When I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly. This is the infinite speaking back to us now. The congregation is the congregate of you as a being, all aspects of you, all parts of your mind, and the infinite is going to judge you uprightly because the infinite created you. Therefore, anything that's not real about you, the infinite recognizes and will let go. Everything that is real, the infinite recognizes and prepares for the promotion that is your divine right. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it. Selah. The earth is the manifest reality of your life. The inhabitants of the manifest reality of your life is all of your conditions and circumstances. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. That means that when you let go of the control of whatever the situation is and give it to the infinite will make sure that which is not for your highest good is dissolved, and that everything that will make you happy and that is yours by divine right manifests. It says, I bear up the pillars of it. So the pillars of the earth are what we lean against, and the pillars of the earth that we lean against are the infinite's will for us. Selah is a musical term that means to pause. And when we see that in psalm magic, it's telling us to remember what we just discovered, that last verse is very important. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift up not the horn. It's foolish to try to micromanage your promotion. So it's telling us not to be foolish, not to try to figure things out all by ourselves, to leave it in the hands of the infinite. The infinite knows exactly how to get you promoted to where you deserve to be. The infinite wants you promoted. The infinite wants you elevated. The infinite wants you to be happy and successful in every area of your life. And to the wicked, lift up not the horn. The horn is your personal power rather than your divine soul power. And so it's being very clear here for us and for those in our lives that the infinite knows what will make us happy and how to get there. And that if we try to, through our own brute force and ego, force our way into something, that's foolish. That's always the way to unhappiness, to failure. And the way to success is to allow the infinite's will to move through us. Then it leans into that even harder here when it says, lift up not your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. Now remember, the horn is an idea of power. If you think of a ram's horn, they always thought of those as being symbolic of power. And so if you're lifting up your own horn on high, that means you're saying my way, not thy way. I know what I need. I know what to do. I know how to get there, and I know how to push through. It's saying, don't do that. That's not the way that you're going to be happy. Then it's saying, speak not with a stiff neck. A stiff neck meaning I know exactly what I want and I will not move. I will not bend. So now we have to be more like a willow and allow the infinite's ideas to pour through us. And the infinite's ideas are always going to bring us something much better than we ever could have thought of on our own. But in order to receive that, we have to be willing to see things differently. We have to be willing to bend, to change our minds. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. So what you're seeking is not coming from those 3 directions. It's coming from the north. In the Psalms, the north represents the throne. To say that it's coming from the north doesn't mean the direction of the north on a horizontal level. It means that's where the throne is, and the throne represents something coming from on high. Don't look to the world to find the promotion that you seek. Don't decide where it is and decide how to get there and decide what to do and how to be in order to manufacture your promotion for yourself. Instead, leave it up to the infinite, who's going to drop it into your lap. But God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. The psalmist is speaking again to us. God is the judge because God created everything. God meaning the infinite. So we want God to judge us. God already knows how amazing we are, better than we do, because God created us perfect. You're perfect exactly as you were created. There is nothing missing in you. There is nothing wrong with you. But we have done one thing, and that's added things that God did not create. And those things that we've added are things like doubt, fear, anger, all of the extras that don't belong. And so when we ask for God's judgment, we're asking for a divine sorting out process and allow the infinite to keep the best and leave the rest. Keep what's real and let everything else go so that your promotion will manifest easily. When it says he putteth down one and setteth up another, everything gets adjusted. Everything gets changed around. Everything gets reordered so that it reflects the divine design of your life. And we want that. And so when things start to change after doing the psalm, be grateful because they're changing for your good. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out, and drink them. You have been given a cup with very strong wine, and that is your life's purpose. That is all of your gifts. Now, when you add extra things to that, that's the dregs. You cannot escape the law of cause and effect. Cause and effect is the basic law of the universe. You don't want dregs in your wine because you're going to be forced to drink out of them, and they're going to be bitter. Use the wine that the infinite gave you to drink. Don't add anything to it, and you're going to be just fine. And not only that, but asking for the infinite's judgment. That rearrangement, when things get changed around in your favor, that's because the infinite wants you to be happy. If you feel like, oh shoot, I did something wrong, or I really messed up over here, or oh, I've been really off the track, don't worry about it. Just ask to be corrected, and everything will happen gently and wonderfully. It's only when you hang on to that which is not for your highest good that it feels like punishment and pain, because you are dealing with the effects of your own causes. But the infinite doesn't want you punished. The infinite doesn't want you in pain. The infinite wants you happy. And so the infinite will lift you out of any problem if you allow it. So don't double down on the dregs. Let the dregs go. But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the God of Jacob. Now, who's the God of Jacob? The God of Jacob is the infinite, and Jacob was somebody who wasn't perfect. Sound familiar? Didn't always get it right. Messed up huge. And the infinite always just took care of Jacob. It's okay, Jacob, we'll fix it. So the God of Jacob is how the infinite meets you right where you are. However you're expressing yourself, even if you're not expressing yourself perfectly, the infinite meets you right where you are and gently corrects you so that you can have what you want. When you say, I will declare forever and sing praises to this God of Jacob, forever is eternity, and eternity happens in the present moment. So you are right now singing praises. Praise is acknowledging enthusiastically that something is good. So you're acknowledging enthusiastically that the infinite is meeting you right where you are and taking care of all of your needs. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. You could think of this as being the infinite speaking, but I think it's almost more powerful to see this as us speaking. All of the horns of the wicked also will I cut off. I'm not going to be arrogant. I'm not going to be so stubborn. I am going to open up my mind and receive. I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm going to go for it now. I'm going to open up my mind and receive the infinite's will for me and get the promotion that the infinite has waiting for me. And it's going to be so much better than anything that I could have come up with on my own. but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. And that's because the righteous is who you are. You are righteous. You're not foolish. You can act foolish. You can play the part of the fool, but you were not created foolish. You were created righteous. So the righteousness as you were created is God's judgment of you. The infinite will always exalt you if you let it. But remember, you have free will. And if you say, nah, I'm doing it myself, I'm going to raise up my own horn, sorry, what I want, when I want, how I want to do it, the infinite's not going to stop you. But then you have to deal with the repercussions of your own causes. So instead, we're saying, okay, I get it. I'm going to let go of my arrogance and I'm going to be receptive to the infinite's judgment of me so that I can learn who I really am. And as I learn who I really am, I am exalted. And part of that exaltation is me receiving the promotion that I desire in a way that's so much better than anything I could have ever dreamed possible. So that's step 2. We've done 2 steps of this psalm spell. Now what you do is come back to it again. You want to repeat these 2 steps once a day until you get a sense of peace and certainty about your situation. You'll get a sense that everything is working out perfectly. And as soon as you get that click, I call it, stop working on this thing. In fact, just forget all about the situation, move on to something else, and let the spell manifest as it will. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I so appreciate you. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on that notification bell. Also, remember to download your free copy of How to Work Psalm Magic. You can find the link in the video description. Until next time, blessed be.